As a courtesy to the performers and your fellow audience members, please mute all cell phones and communication devices at this time. We see you when you're sleeping. We know when you're awake. Thank you. And now, it's the Comedy Warehouse Holiday Special!
Hi! Welcome to the Comedy Warehouse Holiday Special. I'm Jim. Right over there, that's John deHaas on keys. We are so glad that you're here today because, like every big Hollywood production, it's all about cooperation. That's right. We need you to help us create this show. You are going to supply the suggestions for everything that we're going to make up on this stage. But please remember, when yelling out those suggestions, that we're here at Disney's Hollywood Studios in Walt Disney World, where certain ideas, phrases, and concepts simply cease to exist, where magic lives. So let's keep it clean for the kids, all right? Yay! All right, now let's hear it for the Comedy Warehouse players as they come on out. Yeah! Come on, everybody! Right there is Krista, Mary, and Steve. What we need to start this off is a single word. So thank you. From you, sir, what is your name? Sam, and that begins with the letter S. What is a word that begins with the letter S as well? What was this over here? Sandcastle. Sandcastle. Now, can somebody raise your hand if you can put sandcastle in a sentence? Yes. I built a sandcastle. What? That is amazing! Yeah. Because that happens to be our favorite holiday poem, which we are going to recite for you for the first and last time, entitled, I Built a Sandcastle.
Billy's family was at the yacht club resort.
Billy's family was rich. They slathered him up in lotion.
Son of a gun.
Billy sat there, eating his lunch,
while dreaming of what he'd rather be doing, out there with the other kids in the bunch.
But Billy wasn't loaded to see.
All he had was his bucket.
Yeah, he carried it everywhere.
Even when he went to Nantucket. So after lunch was over,
he made a choice.
I'm gonna build something today,
and people will see it and rejoice.
He went out near the water, on a sandy little strip,
sat down,
and began to trip.
He watched tutorials online
on how to build with sand. He added water, the bucket.
It was in demand.
He was almost finished.
With all the turrets and boats.
When he realized, there's another thing I could build. Little boats.
So he started to build those too.
He built them just right.
People started gathering around and pointing.
It was packed by that night.
But one mean little kid
came up to just hassle.
He told that big boy,
don't touch it, I built the sandcastle.
Don't touch it, sandcastle. Oh yeah.
Alright, we're gonna get flying into our next improvisation, which stars Mary and John. Ooh. But we are missing one very important thing.
Talent?
No, we are missing a director. You see, here's what's going to happen. They're going to start improvising the scene, completely making it up. And from time to time, during the course of the scene, I'm going to stop the action on stage by yelling the word, freeze! Then I'm going to come to you guys for an interesting or unusual way to further the action along. You basically become the writers and directors of the scene. Does that sound fun? Yeah! Yay! All right, somebody shout out something you might need to get done now that the holidays are completely over. You're going to get home and do something. What is it? Tell you what, raise your hand. I'm hearing a lot of yes, here.
Christmas tree.
Take down the Christmas tree? That is so weird that I pointed to a man and heard a woman's voice. I don't know. Hormones, I guess. I don't know. All right. This is going to be a scene that somehow involves taking down the Christmas tree.
Why we got him, Mom? Why we got him? Why can't we leave it up? It's so pretty.
Honey, it's April.
I know.
mean, I know it's lost most of its needles, but it makes the house nicer.
It's gonna come around again, and think of how good you'll feel when we put it back up.
Well, won't I feel good if we just leave it up? Why can't I just feel good for one whole year in this house?
You know what?
Why'd we move back to Love Canal anyway?
George, just for you, we're gonna leave it up for one whole year. And at the end of the year, we're gonna see how special it feels to you, or not, by putting it back up.
Well, maybe at the end of the year we'll become Jewish. We'll have a whole new tradition.
Might happen. This is a year where I've made a New Year's resolution to give you lessons through experience.
Wait, isn't that your job as a mom anyway?
Well, you know I haven't been a very good one.
Well,
Freeze! Yes, she hasn't been a good one. Oh, there was right at the doorbell. Anyway, she hasn't been a good one. What is the worst thing she's done to her son? Yes, right in the back. Yeah, tiny voice person. I couldn't hear a word. Go ahead. She left him in a closet.
that's just
Let's go back and see that, shall we?
I'll wait. I'll get the coat, Mom. I'll get it.
I'm afraid.
Mom? Mom? Mom!
Yes, dear?
I feel like Tom Cruise. Let me out.
All right, back to present day.
Well,
Oh.
I'll get the door.
I'll get it, Mom.
Maybe I could have been better.
Hi.
Hello. Is your mommy here?
Oh, yeah, she's right there.
Oh, hi. It's Carol Marie, head of the Homeowners Association.
Carol Marie's
Yes,
here,
we've met
Mom.
before. Nice to see you,
Yes,
Carol Marie.
we've been having some complaints about your Christmas tree being up still, and there's also been some complaints of noise from your back room.
It's not a room, it's a closet. That's me screaming.
Carol Marie, we have a faith that's a little bit different than most people here, and we leave our tree up starting now for a year.
Freeze! You know, we're going to go back in time. We're going to see this scene from Carol's entrance, but in a completely different style. A style of movie or television or playwright. Somebody shout out. A Western. From Carol's entrance, we're going to see this as a Western.
I'll get it.
I wonder who's the tree.
Who is it?
Homeowners Association.
Come on in, little lady.
Excuse me, boy.
About to happen, you coming on over here.
Carol Marie, we met.
Yeah, I know.
That tree you got there, that goes against every law we got in this here neighborhood.
You're talking about law to me.
We ain't got that tree, then our dog don't have nowhere to do its business inside.
Ain't no one taking that tree, you hear me? You come on over here again, you better bring your horse.
Assuming you didn't ride over in the first place. You hear what he said? Drop dead. Homeowners Association should all be killed. Oh, it's self-clicking for some reason. Slow, little lady, real slow.
Freeze! All right, Carol has a way of getting out of this situation. What does she do? Yes? She uses a jetpack to fly up. And we don't have to be in the style of Western anymore.
Sorry, Mom, I just pulled the gun. It's Florida. It's in the habit. Oh, whoa! Whoa! What the fuck? Rogers just happened over there?
I don't know, she looks lost in space. I'm throwing these out.
What?
Oh good, they put it in the recycle bin.
Mom, you just threw guns out into the neighborhood.
Well, I'm recycling.
You know what? Maybe I should just be a kid and just be an adult and just not listen to everything I say and take down the tree. Why am I still talking like this?
I don't know. And maybe it is time for you to be an adult. You are 32.
Yeah?
Freeze! You know what? And as a matter of fact, they're going to sing a song about him being an adult. And what song style? Opera.
Why am I home still? Why don't I leave now? What is wrong with me?
It's been my fault.
It's not been your fault.
You're a wretched, wretched woman.
I never really meant to be.
Why do I be let go? I shall. I have no jetpack for me.
And I hate for you to leave, but I think that it is time.
I shall seize the tree. And take it with me. I can't see the forest for the trees.
Freeze! Man, my applause on that beautiful job. All right. So somebody over in here just shout out any noun, any word at all. I heard mushroom. That's you threw it over there. That's great. They're going to somehow resolve this. A moral. Somehow life is like a mushroom.
Mom, are you reaching for the gun?
Yes, but I picked up a mushroom instead. And I think it's symbolic.
Yeah, there isn't much room. I should leave. Just trying to be a fun guy. Oh. Alright, we've learned nothing today. Right about now, is this me or you?
You're going to sit up on a wrangle.
Alright, listen, the house lights up good. Thank you very much. Who here has a hobby they think you're very good at? And not what you do for a job, but something you're truly passionate about. Raise your hand if you have a hobby. We're looking for an adult for this, for obvious reasons that will become obvious later on. Anyone else here have a hobby that they're... Yes, if you're not an adult. Anybody, you see how this works, right? Okay, you're trying to coerce that woman. Ma'am, do you have a hobby that you're very good at?
Yes.
Okay. And,